to Sunbelt Conference basketball on ESPN Plus. We're today from First National Bank Arena in Jonesboro, Arkansas. We've got the A-State Red Wolves playing host to the Jaguars of South Alabama.
They don't want to start with that situation, but you know, it kind of is what it is. You hate fouls early in the clock of the first quarter.
So A-State on offense for the first time, and Crystalline Rose finds Winter Rogers alone underneath. As Shannon with a crossover got a step, but then went to the right hand, wasn't comfortable with the left, and kind of got herself at a tough angle.
Yeah, and I think with the defensive situation, Arkansas State has got to look at their ability to do what Zion Shannon just did.
Ball was loose momentarily, stays with the Jags. Daniela Gonzalez inside. Harris just got tied up on the way up.
Yeah. And, you know, right now she's continuing to really refine their game and their game plan. Turnover there by the Red Wolves.
And another turnover on the other end. As soon as that ball was stolen by South Alabama, Destiny Rogers looked at her first five and said, let's go. They're all at the scores table. Immediately McAllister scores off the glass. Why aren't you shooting it more?
That's exactly right.
But she's actually number 3 in the country.
Yes.
At that percentage from deep. There's a shot from deep, up and in for Arkansas State as Mia Tarver, who had a good night on Wednesday.
Pressure the backcourt here.
Jags have 2-on-1 as that pass found a target, shoveled over to Harris, who scored.
Chris puts the shoulder down just a little bit, and it results in the South Alabama out-of-bounds.
Jags beat the press again as Harris gets an easy one. Double kind of a little late along the sidelines. South Alabama got it into the front court. Narcisse had it up top, now gets it back. She'll let it fly from 3 and knocked it down. Krista Narcisse makes it a 4-point South Alabama lead.
Narcisse, a 35% three-point shooter. The answer back, though, from Bella Weary. She got herself in some trouble there. She had nowhere to go.
Trailing 3 wouldn't go for Narcisse. Rebound eventually corralled by A-State. 2-on-2. Shannon with control in the paint, throws it off the glass. I don't know how she avoided the contact.
She wanted to change her mind and maybe go to the right, but she stuck with that and was able to get it.
And then Tarver got a steal, and in one motion got it to Shannon for the layup.
Nice job by Arkansas State on that defense.
So back-to-back buckets and another steal. Now Rose to Shannon, who scored 6 points in about 15 seconds.
I mean, they can put it on you in a hurry, Brad.
Nearly another steal. South Alabama gets it to the front court. Skip it across for a 3-pointer, and it's wedged up between the rim and the backboard, and the arrow will keep it with the Jazz. Final seconds of the quarter. South Alabama is not going to get off a shot, and Arkansas State, with a late burst, will end up going on top at the end of the quarter. In fact, if you blink, you missed it. Shannon scored. Tarver a steal to Shannon. Then the Red Wolves get another steal and a feed to, you guessed it, Zion Shannon, who has the Red Wolves up 4 after 1. And here's Allen, 3-pointer, long, but Eve Cox will chase it down to keep it for A-State. Weary in the paint. Got it to go.
Nice job.
It's now an 8-point Arkansas State advantage. Jags trying to take 3 off that lead. Long rebound. Came back out to South Alabama. And that one knocked up off the glass. A-State keeps possession. And Shannon lost the handle right into the hands of Daniela Gonzalez.
They needed some ball reversal in that situation. Here comes the 3-point shooter.
A-State obviously willing to play the long game with its defense, as Weary got a hand on that shot, then got the rebound as Mark got right under the rim. Now McAllister bounced pass to Eve Cox, who finishes. Little pick and roll with McAllister and Cox. who finishes with the left hand and a foul.
While they're dribbling, and I don't think she did anything to disconcert the dribbler.
Three-pointer on the right wing, knocked down.
They're really keying in on Zion Shannon.
Rose stops with good control and got the rainbow to roll over the front iron. Rose gets the Ferguson screen. Final seconds of the half. Her shot too strong off the glass, and that'll do it. The two teams combined to hit just 2 of their last 18 shots. South Alabama went the last 3 minutes and a second without a bucket in that first half. We saw that save points at a premium in the first 20 minutes, and at the intermission, it's Arkansas State that has 7 more of those points than the Jags. Good job on the recovery by Carter Hartley, who made plays on both ends. And the bucket.
They're hoping it's not on Harris. Who did they assess that foul to?
It was going to be the third either way, and it's the third on Carter Hartley.
Yeah.
Rose from 3, knocks it down.
Everything looks good.
Gives a bounce pass into Rogers, kick out to Dickerson. Her three-pointer short, another offensive rebound, and a putback for Mia Tarver.
Mia did not allow that defense to get to her.
Shannon got up in the air and somehow avoided the foul call, but the bucket went in anyway for Amaya Sutton. Tough shot. Rose to the other end, gets it to go. The ties and lead changes fairly early. Red Bulls used that spurt late in the first quarter to take the lead that they've had since. And there's another steal, but it's given back, and South Alabama gets the bucket inside for Harris.
Unfortunately, Dee Allen doesn't get an assist on that. Since she threw it to the
got
other
the
team.
steal, but was falling out of bounds and
Yeah.
kind of made the cardinal mistake of saving it under the wrong
That's
basket.
exactly right. You just can't do it.
Cox gets another and one opportunity.
You know, on the reach there. That would have been her
Third.
third.
Instead it spans first, so that works out the Jags' way. McAllister got in front of the defender and scored off the glass.
They really speed you up.
Peyton Fields, a little dribble handoff for Weary. She likes that matchup with the speed advantage. Got a screen and got all the way to the rim. As the Red Wolves have scored the last 11 points, South Alabama has gone over 3.5 minutes without a point. And that could change as Harris beat the press and got a layup with a late foul call to boot. They live to play another day there as Harris missed the free throws. It ends up A-State's basketball in a hurry anyway as Weary used her body for some space. Not everybody's going to sign up for that.
No, it takes a special person to sign up for that. And like Marley said, she's enjoying the heck out of being here at Arkansas State and the way they play. You know, they're getting to a point where they're refining this plan. And
well, last year, as South Alabama gets an open look for 3, and that's knocked down.
the clock is your friend in this situation as well.
Rose pass tipped off and stolen by Narcisse against Fields with the left hand off the glass for Krista Narcisse.
It is very hard to pass back once you're in the paint area. It's hard to pass back at that angle.
Shannon on the baseline got all the way to the rim. Shovels it out to Mangus, couldn't hit a second 3, but an offensive rebound. Closing seconds, it's turned over. Rogers to Rose with 3 seconds to go. Chrisland looks at the clock, makes one pass, too
Almost
many.
goes.
As A-State couldn't get it to go, but the Red Wolves outscore South Alabama 26-17 in the third quarter.
And that's because of the hard work from Renner Rogers and Cox and the Arkansas State's guards. They are rebounding guards.
Arkansas State looking for its first field goal of the fourth quarter. Rose has it in her hands as the shot clock goes under 10. Her runner rolls around and through.
Yeah.
10 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists for the first team preseason all-conference pick. Weary nearly swiped that inbounds pass, but Ortiz able to keep possession. Over the top to Harris. And she is going to score over Cox with a foul.
And then she's at her 10 rebounds, so there's her double-double.
I do think instead of kind of just being straight up, Cox kind of leaned into Harris there to get that contact. Free throw wouldn't go. Peyton Fields trailing to play too strong. McAllister sticks it up and in.
That's what ASU does to you. They just wear you down. And it really becomes evident there in the fourth quarter.
McAllister pick and roll with Cox, who finishes again. Also 1 block and a steal. And in a crowd, Carter Hartley able to go up and score. Over to Dickerson, shot clock at 5. Marley got in the paint, gave it in the corner. Here's a 3-pointer up, no good. Allie Ferguson, the backside rebound, which is Arkansas State's 21st offensive board.
That's a good pass there. They're going to clear it out for Kristen Rose. Let her go the rack.
And she does, gets fouled, and we'll head to the free throw line. Rose now with 11 points on the day. Cox was knocking at the door, but she fouled out. Rose 1 for 2 on her second trip to the line, but the rebound came back to her and she scores. Now Dickerson needs help as she'd picked up the dribble. Rose gets it to the front court with a couple of seconds to spare. Shannon in the corner is open for 3, and it's Mia Tarver who got an offensive rebound and a putback. That's the 23rd offensive rebound and the 16th second chance points. Half of A-State's rebounds today have been on the offensive end.
And Tarver scores up and over a 6-1.
Quick 3 knocked down out on the perimeter by Carter Hartley.
South Alabama is averaging 7 3-pointers made per game. Arkansas State 10. So probably.
Oh, nice
Harris.
touch pass. Fields handoff to Allen. Allen got to the bucket around Harris.
Arkansas State really needs to do a good job of guarding that 3 ball.
Rebound is knocked away from Shannon, and then Ortiz scored off the glass. Mangus couldn't get the bounce on a 3. A-State gets the defensive rebound, and that ought to do it. As the fans come to their feet in Jonesboro as they see their team dribble out the closing seconds on an 8th consecutive win as the Red Bulls Open Sunbelt played 2-0 by knocking off a much improved South Alabama team.